Vaughn, clearly you've got your own team to worry about, and you've got your own destiny to do your best to control. That said, please take me inside the Washington Commanders locker room when word filtered out that the Dallas Cowboys traded away Micah Parsons. Vaughn.
I like to, I want to be a GM like when I'm done. I'm working in the front office too, so I kind of been analyzing that situation for a while.
All right.
And I honestly think it was a win-win for both sides. Like, the Dallas Cowboys, they needed those first-round picks, and they needed a big-time defensive tackle on the inside. Wasn't quite able to, to get Michael what he wanted. You got, TJ Watt sitting at 42 million and Myles Garrett sitting at 41 million. You just can't give him 43. He's young and he's going into his prime. He hasn't even hit his prime yet. And, you had to jump those guys by a significant amount, and I don't think the Dallas Cowboys were able to do that. And, it's a good fit for Micah. They got a big-time quarterback. They got big-time offensive weapons over there. Defense has been good for a long time in Green Bay. They're playing in a division where they've been competitive in that division for a while now, and it's a win-win for both sides. It was was able to get Michael what he needed, and the Dallas Cowboys they needed some quality picks too with 2 first-round picks, so it was a win-win for both sides.
Are you saying that because you're seeing Michael week 2? Is that what's happening? Again, I'm not surprised that you want to be a GM and that you can be. Okay, not surprised there. But I'm surprised that somebody, with darn near 130 career sacks like you, moving up that chart, Vaughn, would say, sure, take a 26-year-old first-team All-Pro pass rusher and swap them for, albeit a very talented Pro Bowl defensive tackle, and 2 firsts, on the outset of the season when you could have done it before, the draft. But just that alone, that you're like, oh, sure, that you could see this being equitable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I would have made that decision. I'm just analyzing it. That was the decision that was made. If it were me, like, I would have paid Michael way a long time ago. It would have been way cheaper, and it probably wouldn't have been able to, to keep him, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott. So I probably would have. I definitely would have paid, Mike. It's just it's certain guys in the league that you just know are going to be good, and you don't have to wait for those guys.
Right.
You should lock those guys up, and you save a little bit on the back end. And Micah was, in my opinion, was definitely one of those guys that you want to lock up as soon as possible.
And again, Jaden doesn't usually show his hand. Was he smiling that he doesn't have 11 to have to deal with twice? I mean, because he was the last quarterback Micah sacked as a Cowboy was Jaden Daniels, Vaughn.
I think everybody is everybody in the NFC East is a little bit excited about that one. Right. We still got to see him. He's still gonna wreak havoc in the NFL. Like he's just now going to his prime, man, and it'd be interesting to follow the rest of his career.